G'day, Heath here from pickinglessons.com. The Finnish Polka. This is a great tune. It's in 2/4 time in the key of B minor. It's actually a really great tune for an intermediate picker. It's not overly hard, but there's some really good moments that we can use and pull out of the tune for exercises that can help you start to increase some of your faster picking. A lot of it is downstrokes, the way that the rhythm structure is played, but we have these moments where we have to play alternating picking on some 16th notes, and it's a really nice one to break down and work on. In a moment, we're going to take a look at part A of the melody here in this video, but if you head to pickinglessons.com, you can grab yourself a copy of the tablature for this arrangement, and in the members section there, we will break down part B of the tune, and you'll have a backing and play along track there once you get to know it. All right, let's have a look at what's happening here. We're in the key of B minor. It's a polka. It's in 2/4 time. Now, a lot of the rhythm structure is basically 8th notes, and in this 2/4 time signature, we're going to approach those 8th notes as downstrokes. So looking at measure 2 very quickly, measure 2 is just 8th notes, and so the picking structure there will be down, 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 all downs. When we have 16ths, that's when we're going to alternate. So later on, we'll have a look at that in measure 4. In measure 1, to kick us off, we have this dotted 8th to a 16th, followed by 2 8ths. So our picking pattern for this one would be down, up, down, down. 1 E and a 2 and down, up, down, down. So the 16th note there right at the end of that first beat is an upstroke. That's important. Ready, and 1 E and a 2 and. Okay, second measure, this is really easy. Once we hit these 8th note passages, even though the tempo is quite quick, these 8th notes are very manageable, all down strokes. So measure 2 would be, and measure 3, yeah, all down strokes. So with our pulse, even though it's quite quick, that's pretty okay. So, okay, we get a bit of a break or a reprieve there for our right hand. Now, this next measure, measure 4, this is one of those ones we can pull out and work on as an exercise. So let's have a look what's going on here. The first beat is 16th notes. So the 16th notes, we're going to approach those as alternating picking. So to catch that faster rhythm, we're going to play down, up, down, up. The 2 8ths on the second beat will be down and down. So again, we get to kind of relax our right hand. Now, as an exercise, this is awesome. So we're going to be working on the faster notes, but then back to the chilled notes. So firstly, let's just make sure our picking is accurate. So down, up, down, down. So as we approach this as an exercise, there's a few things we really want to keep an eye on. Firstly, making sure that our pick is angled in the right way. So when we're playing faster, so these 16th notes, you really want to make sure the pick's not grabbing onto the string. So if the pick is too flat against the string, it's certainly going to want to catch on. So really making sure that this angle that we have with our pick is in the correct position. So we can smoothly move across the string there, as opposed to, you can hear the tone completely changes. So I'm quite flat against the string there. What we want is that bit of an angle forward, and the pick's going to roll over that string a lot better. So firstly, just making sure that we can get that going on that string. And even before we bring our left hand in, just practice the rhythm for the picking. So down, up, down, up, down, down. So we can just work on the right hand. That's number 1. Now, number 2, we can take it slowly. Yeah, it's really important. Approach it slowly, get to know it. Now, we could gradually increase that tempo. We can use our metronome to do that. That's a great option. Another option which is really useful is to start slow and then go straight to doubling it up. So here's our pulse. I'll take it half time, and then I'm going to do a double time. And in between, just have a relax, making sure we don't have any tension. So back to the half time. And then double it up. Now, that is really valuable because you start to feel what it's going to be like playing faster. And we're not solely practicing fast. We're balancing it out with a slower run through than a quicker run through. So if you are using your metronome, let's just say we set it up at 80 beats per minute to start with. Now, I'm going to approach it at the half sort of speed. Stay relaxed and try doubling it up. Slow it down and double it up. Now that's really cool because as we start to increase that tempo, we'll go up a bit quicker there. I'm still going to approach it the same way. So half time, stay relaxed. Now try a quicker run. Always reminding myself to stay relaxed. So tension isn't going to help. So tensing up in the wrist, tensing up in your forearm or in your shoulder, is not going to help. So really making sure we stay relaxed. And that bounce between the slower and the faster, slower and faster is really valuable. It's a really nice way of going about it. You could just stick to the one metronome setting and then one speed against the metronome and then slowly increase your metronome speed as well. That would work, but I really like this bounce back and forth. I think it works really well. So that's a great exercise to work on in that fourth measure. Let's move along. The second half of this tune has a bit of a repeat. So we have like the beginning, then these two pickup notes there. Again, this is a nice one to work on. So measure 6, ready, and. So the quick down up there on the end. Yeah, making sure our pick angles against the string, not too flat. We've got that slight lean forward. Measure 7. Similar idea there. So the rhythm, 1 and a 2 and. Ready, and measure 8 to close this out before the repeat. All 8th notes, all downstroke. So very straightforward when we hit the 8th notes. Even though it's quicker, that's relatively easy. Breaking down those 16th notes and working on that right hand and staying relaxed and making sure your pick position against the string is appropriate and we're getting a nice tone and it's moving through that string nice and evenly on the alternating picking. So it's a good one just to work on. Start slow, get to know it, but then we can start to work on trying to increase our speed with some of these exercises we can pull out from the tune. So that's part A. Now part B, head over to pickinlessons.com and we'll break this down in the member section there, but you can grab yourself a copy of the tablature while you're there. So pickinlessons.com, I'll see you there.